Thanks for visiting JacksonSun.com. I'm Isaac Mullins, a junior in AV production class here at Southside High School. Joining me is high school sports columnist Brendan Shields, here to talk about the stat line. Our first stat line, Tyler Dysart, 17 carries, 265 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Chester County.
Hey Isaac, Tyler Dysart, he had a really big night in his debut game for Chester County. He transferred down from South Gibson right at the beginning of the season. He was removed from the Hornet squad and finally got cleared by TSSAA to be able to play for Chester County in time for the McNary game. And he had most of those yards, and I think all 3 of the touchdowns, at least 2 before halftime. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. That's how dominant Chester County was in that win, and it definitely was a memorable debut for Dysart.
For our second stat line, Liberty has 29 rushing yards and 9 fumbles.
Yeah, if you had told me last week that those numbers would be important in the Northside Liberty game, I would have thought that might be the final score in Liberty's favor, 29-9. But but they're just kind of. It just kind of goes to show you just kind of the night that Liberty had after the storm blew through really all of West Tennessee. They got started about an hour late. They were playing on a soft field, a wet field, and it was really hard for Liberty to spread out and just kind of do what they do well offensively. And they couldn't get anything going with consistency. And the ball was wet. Had a hard time moving the ball, rushing. They had some big gains, but they also had some big losses that kept their total down. And also just holding on to the ball, 9 fumbles. They lost 2 of them, so I guess there's something to be said for holding on to 7 of them. But you can't rush for 29 yards and put the ball on the ground 9 times and expect to beat anybody, much less a team as good as Northside has been in the last few years.
For our third and final stat line, we have 3 teams that won big with 0 passing yards in week 2. Northside, Crockett County, and Chester County by a combined score of 100-25.
Yeah, this was a chance for some teams to kind of go back to old school style of football where you didn't throw it a lot. You just give it to your big guys and let the bigger guys in front of them block for you and just see what you can do. And it definitely was successful for all 3 of those teams. Obviously, we already talked about Dysart and his night for Chester County. Crockett County traditionally is one of the better rushing teams around rural West Tennessee. So them having that kind of a night is not really a surprise. But then Northside, just kind of the offense that they lined up in and just the way they ran it, it really played into their strengths on that field. If that was their strategy, it worked. But if it's going to be what they do for the rest of the season, it's going to be something that's going to be difficult for other teams to deal with.
Thanks for joining us, Brendan. Next time, we'll talk about 3 and out.
Was that me? See ya.